entire operation from the outset is illegal. It is not legal to engage in premeditated targeting of people because you believe they're engaged in criminal activity. We have a system in this country for trying people, convicting them, sentencing them, even if you are found to have been guilty of smuggling massive amounts of drugs. You cannot be executed. The death penalty is limited for people who have actually committed a homicide. The president says this is a war, but he's mixing metaphor with reality. The war on drugs is a metaphor, like the war on cancer. It doesn't allow us to kill people who are carrying drugs, just as the war on crime doesn't allow us to kill people who are criminals. What we've now learned is that not only is the entire operation illegal from the outset, but they're now actually targeting survivors of these strikes. People who pose no threat whatsoever to the United States are seeking to hang on for dear life, and the military is targeting them and killing them in cold blood. It is getting closer and closer to My Lai. And yet, when members of Congress say to members of the military, you have an obligation not to follow illegal orders, what does the president do? Not say, hey, that's right. These orders are problematic. We should rethink them. We should pay attention to all the lawyers who told us they were illegal before we push them off the table. Instead, he goes after Mark Kelly, a senator, a combat veteran, for merely telling the truth, and a former astronaut for merely telling the truth. It is a true statement that following orders is no defense to a war crime, and killing civilians who are not engaged in armed conflict against us is a war crime. This is criminal activity from the get-go, doubly criminal when you start targeting survivors. They have to rethink this policy, not claim that their critics are engaged in sedition. Well, this entire operation is a pretext. There is no war going on. We are not under attack. No one has been drafted to fight the enemy. President Trump has taken a crime problem and has said, I'm going to use the military to solve the crime problem. How? By killing people in cold blood. And Pete Hegseth translates that to say to his folks, kill everybody. And so then Admiral Bradley responds to that by ordering the killing even of survivors who are merely holding on for dear life. This is crimes that the government is trying to justify as acts of war. If they go to war with Venezuela, that too will be a war crime. It will be an act of aggression against a country which has not attacked us. The fact that people are probably are smuggling drugs into this country from Venezuela doesn't distinguish that country from Mexico, from Canada, from many other countries into which drugs are from which drugs are smuggled. It doesn't give us the authority to kill Canadians. It doesn't give us the authority to kill Mexicans. It doesn't give us the authority to kill Venezuelans, and it certainly doesn't give us the authority to go to war with a country.